If you want to bridge the connection between your content and your offers, you need to finish off your content with a strong and valuable call to action. In today's video, we're talking about what is a call to action in marketing? What are they? Why are they important? And how do we use them to scale your business? Hey, I am Marley Jax. I am the CEO of Jax Productions, and in the last several years, I have grown my business to multiple seven figures. You know what a big part of that is? Having a strong call to action in your marketing. So I'm going to share that with you today. I'm going to tell you the hottest tip in marketing that a lot of influencers and entrepreneurs are unfortunately ignoring, but after this video, you won't have to. Then I'm going to share with you some examples of ways that you can use calls to action in ways that are irresistible to the viewer or the reader or the person who's consuming your content. Then I'm going to tell you about a video that I made over 5 years ago and how a call to action on that video has completely shaped my business to what it is today. Here's the thing. If you do not put a call to action in your content, you are leaving money on the table. Having a call to action in your content is the hottest tip that you could ever use in any piece of content. Now, that doesn't mean that the call to action is always salesy. You're not always trying to lead them towards a sale in every single call to action, but you could be giving them the next action step where they can be getting more value from you or building the relationship with you. I'll tell you, at the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, when I first started my business, I was making YouTube videos and I didn't know about this thing called a call to action. I would share some value in my videos and then I would just pretty much say, thanks for watching. And here's what happens is if you do that, it's the equivalent of going on a date with the love of your life and then ghosting them. Didn't you want that second date? What are you trying to play hard to get? If you want to take the next step in that relationship, give them a reason to. Whether you say, hey, click here to look at the next video, or click here to follow me on another social media platform, or click the link below to get this free thing, and then they put in their email address in exchange for that value that you're giving. That is the key towards building your relationship and potentially ascending that lead all the way to a high ticket offer. I've also had people ask me, well, if I put a call to action and everything, isn't that spammy? No, if you don't want to be spammy, don't be spammy. Lead with value. Lead with relationship. If you know that they've come to your video looking for a solution and you've given them that value in the video, maybe you give them the next step of that solution. If you've taught them some of the steps, maybe you say click the link below for the framework of that, or here's the next piece that you need. Let me give you an example of a call to action in real time. I noticed that you haven't subscribed to this channel yet. I'm putting out videos like this every single week, and a lot of the strategies I'm sharing are what helped me to grow my business to multiple seven figures. I have clients that are using these strategies to grow their business to 6, 7, even 8 figures. So hit that subscribe button so you can learn those same strategies. Your call to action is basically a prompt for your audience to engage with your content further or lead them into your value ladder. Some of the best calls to action that I've used were lead magnets where I gave them maybe an ebook or a checklist or a video series, something that would give them even more value in a way that they felt like I was over delivering on value. When you can build that level of trust with your audience, when they know that anything that they get from you is of value, that you over deliver, when they know, like, and trust you like that, they're more likely willing to invest in what it is you have to offer. They'll invest the time into consuming your content, they'll invest the energy and the emotion into the relationship with you, and then they'll most likely invest financially into whatever it is that you sell. So I want to hear from you. What is your best performing call to action? What do you usually end your content with? Where are you telling them to go next? Comment below. I'd love to hear it. Maybe hearing your suggestions can help each other out. When I first started my YouTube channel, again, I didn't know what a call to action was. When I finally did realize what a call to action was, I slowly started to put them into my videos, and I'm so glad that I did, because one of the first videos that I finally put a lead magnet and said, hey, click the link below, that was my call to action. That was a video that blew up. Now this video has almost 1 million views. Could you imagine how much money I would be leaving on the table that this video has almost 1 million views and I didn't tell them where they could take the next step of the relationship with me? Every video, every piece of content you create could be leading your audience either towards more of your content to build the relationship or towards your value ladder that they could become a high ticket client. You know, that video I mentioned that has almost 1 million views on it, that video is responsible for me getting some of my biggest clients. Damon John from Shark Tank became one of my clients. LinkedIn in California flew me out to their studio and hired me to film a course for their LinkedIn learning platform. You never know who could be watching and who could be your next big opportunity. Having a strong call to action is one of the most important things in creating a content machine and a cash flow system, which is exactly what I help my clients to create. I've actually created an entire blueprint for you. I call it the Infinite Cash Flow Blueprint, and I'm gonna give it to you for free when you click the link below. I'll see you in the next video.